Over 400,000 Syrians have been killed in the war in Syria, and close to 12 million have been displaced. This means that over half of Syria's pre-war population has been forced to flee. As of June 2018, the UN estimates that close to 6.2 million Syrians are internally displaced, while over 5.6 million have become refugees, the vast majority of which have fled to neighboring Jordan, Turkey, and Lebanon. While most analysts tend to focus on both the volume and plight of Syria's displaced populations, particularly the refugee populations, or the challenges these refugees pose to both regional and European states, little attention has been devoted to the prospects of their return. Tens of thousands of refugees have returned home over the last few months, but how likely is it that the rest will follow? Syria's infrastructure has been largely destroyed over the course of the war, with the World Bank stating that fighting has damaged or destroyed about a third of the country's residential stock and a little over half of its education and medical facilities. To make matters worse, the Assad regime passed a decree in the spring called Law No. 10, permitting the government to confiscate property not claimed by Syrians within 30 days of its announcement. This law essentially serves as a pretext for a policy intended to alter the demographic character of the country in order to ensure that a future Syria is cleansed of terrorists, a catch-all label applied by the regime and its supporters to anyone that opposes the government. This means that for those wishing to return, they may end up finding that their homes have been destroyed, confiscated, or occupied by others who have taken full possession of their property. In 2017, the World Bank reported that over 538,000 jobs had been destroyed, and national unemployment levels were as high as 78%, figures that are probably much higher today. A large number of factories, agricultural crops, and oil and gas fields have been damaged or destroyed, and the Syrian currency has plummeted over the years to less than 10% of its pre-war value. The cost of living has increased, the rate of poverty has gone up, and gas, water, and electricity shortages are routine across the country. To add to this, sanctions put in place by a number of countries have exacerbated these conditions and have only made life for the average Syrian much tougher.